Hey, what's up? Guess what time it is?
Monday morning musician.
Monday morning!
Which must mean that this is not actually Monday morning.
Yes, that's very much
since
so.
We are musicians.
Yeah, because if it was Monday morning, we'd still be sleeping while you're hard at work at your office.
In fact, I don't even know what day it is. It's like, what is it? Today's Thursday.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know.
It's still the Monday morning musician series. I'm your host Spanky with your host Bill.
We meant to do it on Monday. We did.
Right, but you know what? We're so busy booking gigs. We just gotta get ready for the weekend.
That sounds cheesy, but it's actually kind of true.
Yeah. We're kind of recapping what we did last week, kind of a couple weeks. We had a gig we're going to talk about today, show you some pictures, a little bit of video. We played for the students at St. Louis University, or known in St. Louis here as SLU, downtown St. Louis. Actually, Bill will tell you a little about it. He works over in that area every single week.
Oh yeah, I play at College Church at the corner of Grand and Lindell here in St. Louis every Sunday morning for Mass at 8 a.m. And I play
And that really is Sunday morning.
See this box here? You can't see it on there, but that actually is 8 a.m. I get up at 6:30 after about 3 hours of sleep. You can't see it on the camera. There's a box here. You can see it.
Yeah.
This is loaded with programs, and in fact, here's a one I just did the other day at a funeral, Father Costello over at SLU.
Now, this was not a dueling piano gig.
That's just.
But just to let you know that we have the ability to play a little bit of everything. You know?
Right. We're not complete hacks, you know.
Not complete, just mostly.
Anyway,
Anyways.
It's at St. Louis University, and so this time, though, this was last Friday, I
Yeah, a
guess.
couple weeks ago. Yeah,
We were right around the corner at the Student Center for, what was Billikens After Dark?
Billikens After Dark was what they called it. It was an alcohol alternative event for the students at SLU, and they just basically opened a ballroom, put out some food. They had some good food. Actually, they had really good food.
They did like a prosciutto and like little cheese things, and
we might like those parts of the gig where they say, "Go ahead and help yourself." You know,
we did actually play the piano.
We did play some piano too, but
actually,
yeah,
let's look at some pictures.
We got some pictures. They put up a big sign as the students were walking around through the hall that day. You know, just telling them about that night, 8 o'clock in the Wool Ballroom. They had a couple. That's on the door in the ballroom, letting people know what would be going on that night. There's our setup. They had a big stage for us, and we got the pianos. We had to move. You can kind of see the podium. We moved the podium ourselves out of the way. We didn't need to address anybody today. We weren't doing any politics that day. No politicking.
Or ever.
Or ever. Request slip. There's a Spanky Entertainment request slip. We got Fat Bottom Girls. Now these are all these. We'll show you a few. These are actually ones that college kids wrote down and gave us at the gig.
This is a nice, like, bare bones request, right?
Yeah, sometimes people put a lot of information. Sometimes you just get the song. Sometimes they don't put the artist because they don't know who the artist is. Or they put down Elton John with Piano Man. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Should be a whole video on its own. You know what I mean? We're going to save those requests.
That'd be a
just
long
start showing
video.
You one day. Yeah, it
I
would
know.
be.
Actually, I should have had you take a picture of one of these because right at the beginning, this girl came up, and so we said, well, give us any request you want. And she said, well, I'm not sure you'd know the songs that I like or something like that.
It was
not
strange.
Not like real condescending, but just sort of like, well,
Yeah.
you know, I feel sorry for you.
I took it as the college kid who says, oh, you old guys aren't going to know, what I like. But I try to, reason. I'm like, well, why would we be here if we probably don't know what you like? That's sort of the job. Our job, whether we look 50, 100, or 20 years old, is to know the songs that people are going to request. And so one of the requests we got was, what did she say, old jazz or traditional jazz?
Oh, that was a different girl, yeah.
That was a different one, but what did that...
she wanted to hear...
I forget how
we did
she
Georgia
described
first.
it.
Oh, like...
So, she called it jazz, but something like...
older
like
music.
original jazz, or she called it real
Classic
older,
jazz or
and then it was what's Sinatra's song?
Come Fly With Me, was it?
No, she requested. Wasn't My Way? I forgot.
Luck Be a Lady, or
Yeah, it might be Luck Be a Lady, something like that. So, and then when we play it, and then you watch her reaction out there, or whoever made the request, and they get all excited.
Fly Me to the Moon, yeah.
And then
then this is the request we should have a picture of. Is a little while later, I'm pretty sure it was the girl that said, I'm not sure you'd know this stuff.
Right.
She wanted to hear Trap Queen by Fetty Wap, which we did.
Which, I know in the Mills video, I got to tell you, I had a meeting with a bride and groom's wedding that we're doing in a few weeks. and that is the song that came up. They're like, oh, you don't happen to know? And I'm like, yeah, the guy that's playing with me that night. I'm like, that's been a coming new one. So Trap Queen by Fetty Wap. Bill plays that, by the way. Does an awesome job of it, but it's one of those ones that is kind of like an example of when we blow your minds, because you know we're gonna come play. We can play Piano Man or Don't Stop Believing or Sweet Caroline when you request that, but you don't know that we can play Fetty Wap. You don't even think that usually. The first time that one of those came up was when we played in Peoria at the minor league ballpark up there. And over the radio, somebody they get a request through Twitter for song requests what to play at the stadium, and somebody said, "Hey, we got a request for some Fetty Wap. You guys know any of that?" And Bill's like, "Oh yeah, sure." And then another voice chimes in on the radio like, "Oh my gosh, you just made my day!" And like all
because we've got the control booth in our
ear listening on a radio
while we're playing.
And yeah, so that right there where we go when that and so we don't play that unless it gets requested. Bill doesn't think to myself, "Hey Spanky, I'm going to play Fetty Wap right now."
Here we go.
I mean, you look at him; he's thinking Fetty Wap all the time. It's always on his mind, obviously. With his,
there are a few jokes I could make, but,
right? But it's that kind of stuff, And that's when you play that, people are like, "No way!" So that's a must play. By the way,
I thought you were going to say that was going to be a do not play at the wedding.
No,
like,
no,
hey, because we get crazy do not plays too.
You know what though? The do not plays though aren't really weird.
They're like standard weird.
Right. It's like no brown eyed girl. We had a wedding where
Beatles.
No Beatles. A wedding. The groom said no Beatles, and then his grandma came and asked me for Hey Jude, and I was like, sorry, grandma. And the wedding we actually have coming up, they have a no joy to the world unless the mother of the groom requested. So I have her name written down.
It's like and says the secret word.
Yeah, really. I need the password. But, yeah, it's funny stuff like that. So yeah, but we didn't keep the Trap Queen one. We got any other requests?
No, so they went nuts at that point basically, and I think she was happy. This.
Oh, it's a little video.
Yeah, I'm doing.
That's not a big one there.
Oh,
I got some Backstreet Boys from Tori. Tori's request on point. Yeah, this was towards the end. Somebody requested "All I Want for Christmas" by Mariah Carey, and they must have got peer pressure, is what the request says. So I don't know if that's why they sent it. But of course we did it. Bill played it, and everybody thought it was Christmas for about 3 minutes. But people love that song, especially college kids. Everybody loves to sing along to that song. It's such a happy one. So.
And since Mariah's not coming to St. Louis anymore, you know.
That's true. We had to pick up the slack. We should have done a little Lionel Richie and Mariah Carey, but this was towards the end of the night. And look at our request up there. So that's kind of our general request list, by the way. We actually send these to our clients if you want to customize them for your event. Use basically some of the same information. We just ask that you keep Spanky Entertainment name on there. But other than that, you can, like for weddings, it'll say write a special message for the bride and groom. The bride and groom can put their names on there. We encourage these request slips to be put on tables or out there where the guest doesn't have to look for them. You want the audience to be able to just have access to a request slip so they can write whatever they want. We even tell people, turn these over and write down 10 songs. Write down whatever you want to hear.
And sometimes, a lot of times at weddings, in fact, we could even put these on there. Like you said, however you want to modify or customize it. We get them, people just write on here, says this was our first dance at our wedding 30 years ago, or whatever it may be.
Yeah, people usually have a reason when they're asking for a song. It's, they want to dance to it, sing to it, it's a memory, something like that.
We broke all the windows in the dorms to this song, or something
right, yeah.
like that.
This is when we threw the TV out the window. Oh gosh. And then
this is the last video.
Okay, so this we were actually done with the evening. I don't even remember what the last song we did was, but then so it cleared out. This is the video we're showing was the very end. These are the last probably 10-15 kids that were still there, and they had talked about "Hot in Here" by Nelly earlier, and I had said yeah, no problem, and then we never got around to it, so they're like, well, what about "Hot in Here"? And so we're like, okay. And so this is the end. We told them, we said, you got to dance. And this is Bill rapping, me beatboxing.
They just simultaneously all stood up and just started, like shaking it.
There's no shame in anybody's game in this video at all, In fact, it's just getting better. I like it though. They actually really start breaking it down even more. So.
And then they come out of their seats. They're like, oh, here we go.
Right.
And we had given them plenty of opportunity before this, but they must have just...
this was one of those shows that they really were into what we were doing and sat and sang, and they clapped after every song, and they sang what they were supposed to on the sing-along parts. And
we shot a little bit of video for...
This should be a SLU commercial, I think. Hey, you want to have a great time in college? Come to St. Louis University. I think we just shot your next commercial.
Theology and hip-hop.
Yeah, all in the same class, by the way.
In fact, we did a live shot video of we were doing Bohemian Rhapsody or something because one of the organizer girls wasn't there, and so we did a live feed to her. I think over in her office or somewhere like that over there. So.
Oh, that's too funny. That's kind of an example though of how gigs go. It doesn't matter what it is. They ask for it, we play it. They get excited. And
well, sometimes that happens. Like with this song, or with like American Pie, or Piano Man, or Rocky Top. And at weddings especially, you can never tell what's going to happen. And even at the school events too, because we'll get groups of kids that have certain tastes. You get like a lot of Beatles or 90s music.
Right, you do see sort of, we play, where do we play at Christmas? Was it Lindenwood?
Oh, yeah.
And you, in our minds, you think you're going to come and it's going to be all newer songs and whatnot, but it really isn't like that. It's all over the spectrum of songs. Like you said, it'd be American Pie, and then you get your Fetty Wap, you know, and then all of a sudden it's Bob Seger, and then it's Lady Gaga, you know. So it's just all over the place, but that's why people like it. That's why we do college events and things like that. We've been playing at Westminster College every semester except one semester I think we didn't play for the last 8 or 10 years.
For different types of events too, like for fundraisers or for students or alumni.
Family weekend, when parents weekend, they have us for that. They've had we've done actually a couple of fraternity parties there. We play a lot of times in the dining hall. So a lot of different colleges we've played. It's just something that, and what we hear when we come there is that it's one of their favorite events of the year. People look forward to the Dueling Piano Night on campus at their university.
What's awesome for us too is it's a lot of times it can be a night that's not Friday or Saturday.
Right.
Like Wednesday, Thursday, because they don't care.
No.
They'll come out and eat breakfast at 11 on a Wednesday.
In fact, it's
or
almost
something.
better sometimes because
Or the Lindenwood was finals week or something, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was finals. It was the night before finals started.
And they served breakfast.
They had breakfast and
a donut eating,
pancakes, pajamas, and a donut eating contest, which they wouldn't let me in. I don't know why. I guess they were worried about me shutting down.
I was worried about the keyboard.
Yeah. I get my powdered sugar all over the place all the time. But the weekdays actually work better because some kids go home on the weekends, stuff like that. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays are always good ones. We did one local. I can't remember which college it was, but it was during the day, actually during the school day, and there was 3 of us, and we went and played, and people coming and going and stuff. And I think they walk in, they're kind of surprised at first, like, hey, what's the party going on over here? But then it's like, oh, cool. They hang out. They're reading, eating, whatever, and kind of enjoying the show, send us requests, and then they're on to their class and stuff. So.
Which just goes to show you, I mean, we can throw a party anywhere at any time, and we can show up, and, that's what we do.
Have pianos will travel.
Yeah, exactly. And this is just another example of that. And it's funny because we have to explain that to people. Like, we have to put the pieces together. Like, we can come to your college with our pianos and play and have a party.
If you're in Montana and seeing this, we can come to you in Montana. If you're in Colorado, if you're in Australia, want to bring us to Australia, we'll do that. So Colorado, we travel everywhere. We'll go to any college. We find that we just take care of the audience and they have a good time, and all the kids are talking about, oh, that was fun.
And like any place, like a deck, this is a ballroom.
This is a ballroom, but like I said, we've played in the dining hall where they set up a stage in the dining hall.
Student center, the front room, dorms, anywhere, really.
Fraternity, sorority houses, stuff like that. So.
Gotta be careful with those.
Right, yeah. Those, actually I have pictures I can't show you of those. Pictures I didn't discover until a couple days after the gig, actually. So
that's the Monday Midnight Musician, which we haven't done yet.
Yeah, you gotta subscribe to that. Just so you know. That's
and pay a lot of money.
Yeah, different series altogether. So, well, that's pretty much it for now. We're talking about dueling pianos with for the college kids. I'm Spanky.
I'm Bill.
We'll see you guys on Monday again real soon.